there, Pies here with a face shave. I will be using the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Summer de Jago and CK6 formula, along with a side-by-side comparison of the Razorock Hawk V3 Open Comb and the Occam's OREN razor. Each of these are artist style blades, and they both have a Feather Professional blade in them. And the brush and bowl are the the Amber Aerolite from PAA, and the bowl is the Langley City Shave. Here you go. Boop. It's a 3D printed bowl that I think is like the F1 style color. There it is on the inside. It's very nice. Alright, I've already got the Blue Selwyn cube on. I just rubbed that in, put a little bit of moisture in it, and get this lathered up. So I wanted to compare these razors. I've had the Razorock Hawk V3 before, and I sold it. It was the A plate, so that's the aggressive. That's the most efficient plate. There's 3 plates. There's the standard, the open comb, which is the middle level, and then the aggressive. The aggressive was good. I think I actually like that over the Blackland Vector for AC style. I still didn't love it. Add a little bit more water. I tended to get irritation from artist style razors until I found this Occam OREN. And I just got this razor in a trade from a fellow named Peter Ballinger. I believe that's how you say the name. Sorry if I said it wrong. And it came with this Razorock handle, which is nice. It reminds me of the like the Mercure vintage handles that comes on like the older like slants. But I like the barber pole from Razorock, and I have it in gold plated. And if I like this head a lot, I'll get it gold plated to match this handle. So that's its incentive to be good. I'm just joking. The energy drink of the day is Rise Smarties. It's pretty good. It's sweet, no sugar in it. It's 200 milligrams caffeine. I'm on call. I've been on call for what feels like forever straight. All right, let's get started. So on the right side, I'll use the Razorock. Just finding the angle. And I've got a good amount of growth. Since I used the red tip yesterday with a feather. So far it's smooth. You might hear the dogs barking in the background. Feels pretty efficient. Not a lot of blade feel. Definitely smooth so far. It's definitely a good amount of growth or beard reduction in there. With the open comb, you can definitely feel, because it pokes straight out, you can definitely feel like it against your skin, which is not my favorite feature. But we'll see. Alright. The Occam razor. Talk about this a little bit. So this is a stainless steel machined and I guess assembled in the United States. And it typically goes for a lot of different prices. I think their going rate is usually around $100, 120 for the OREN, if it's available. And when I bought this razor, I actually didn't buy this razor. I got the Occam's original artist style, but they were out of stock, even though their website let me order it. So they just emailed me, sent me this version after I confirmed that I would like this version. It's supposed to be the upgraded version of the original. So I said, sure, why not? Now, how did the first pass compare between the two? Well, I am using the level 3 plate for the OREN. I've got the level 2 here, but I think the level 3 and the open comb felt similar enough to where it's not that big of a deal. Plus, I want to compare what I would use, and since this is the only Hawk plate I have, and the level 3 is my favorite OREN plate, I'm going to compare them. Add a little bit more water. I really like this brush, the Amber Aerolite. It's a 24 mil knot. It's got a good amount of backbone for a synthetic. I tend to like all of Phoenix Shaving's brushes. The only one I didn't love is the Star Wisp. The knot is fine, it's good, I like it. It's similar to their other knots, but the handle for my hand was just kind of awkward with the shape on the bottom. But I love all the other offerings that I've gotten. The Peregrino, the Solar Flare, the what are the other ones? Got the other ones. The Amber Aerolite. Alright, let's go across the grain. So I paid like 50 something dollars for this because I was supposed to get the original one that was on sale also. So I got a steal for this, but I think I'll try to link it below. But I think they usually go around $100 or so if they're in stock, which they're not usually in stock. The Razorock, I think it's around $70. It's all stainless steel, 316L stainless steel. I think made in Canada. It's a beautiful razor, very nicely polished. Now I will say with this Occam razor, if you like the Schick Proline P30, you may not want to use that. It actually works really smoothly in it, but I think where the blade holes align with the little tabs right there, I think they don't line up perfectly. So it adds like a little bend in the middle downwards. So I've used them and it worked fine. I get great shaves with it. But just so you know. Both have been smooth so far. think on the with the grain and across the grain, so far the OREN is winning. Price wise, the Razorock will probably win unless you can find it on a really good sale like I did for the Occam, or used. Sometimes I don't see them go often used on BST, but you might. This Sangre de Drago is so nice. It's one of the first ones that I went full tilt on with the Phoenix shaving line. Got the Star Jelly, the EDP, the soap and aftershave, obviously, the bath soap. I didn't get the deodorant because I've already got plenty of deodorants for a while. But next time I make a deodorant order with several scents. Probably this fall with their fall releases. I'll get Sangre de Drago deodorant. I think they have it. Let's go back to this side against the grain. That's nice. I'm not gonna lie, this pass is against the grain pass with the Razorock has been the best one so far. The best pass. I think I'm finally dialing in the angle, which is more of like riding the cat. I think I got a bump right there that I lopped off, but it's a bump. I don't count that against him. This does feel more nimble than the Razorock. The Razorock is kind of head heavy. It's not so bad with the barber pole because this end is kind of fat, which I like, but it's not as like well balanced, if that matters to you. Where this, I mean, this is more comfortable than the Vector for me to hold and to use. And it's cheaper than a Vector. It doesn't look as good as the Vector. To me. A lot more audible feedback with the Occam's or OREN. Probably because of the floating head design. Very smooth though, very comfortable. And I would say the OREN Plate 3 is slightly more efficient feeling, so more blade feel. But not by a ton. They're still comparable. They're still close to each other, you know. It's not like I'm using a Rex versus a Tech, you know, a Rex versus like a Gillette Tech. I'm using two razors that are very similar in efficiency. I will tell you the OREN will win in efficiency overall because I can just buff with this without any issue. Yeah, just feeling around. So I'm going to pause it. I'll be back after the post shave. Alright, and I'm back. So after the shave, I rinse off with the warm and cool water. And I use the Phoenix Shaving Alum Block, which I just opened up a new one. I've got the dry dock system right here, and a no slip grip. Very good. Very minimal stinging kind of on my neck area, just a little bit on both sides. Pretty even overall feel. And then I'm going to use the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Summer de Drago Splash. So nice. It's a nice woody, somewhat sweet sandalwood and oud. No burning. Awesome. And I've got the Star Jelly and the EDP I'll use off camera. So, all right. So let's recap without me dropping everything. The razors that I compared were the Occam OREN Artist Club on plate 3, and then the Razorock Hawk V3 open comb, both with a Feather Professional blade. You know, both very equal shaves in terms of efficiency, I think. If I had to say one would get me a closer shave regularly, it's the OREN, because I can buff easier without, you know, the risk of irritation. But overall, they seem very similar. Which one would I live with? Probably the OREN. The reason being is, once it's together and you have the base plate together, which it takes screws that it comes with, all you have to do is just pop a blade out and then pop a blade in, and that's it. It's set. That being said, if you wanted to adjust it, you're gonna have to go with the hassle of taking the screws out, changing the base plate, and putting screws in. They're tiny screws. You can lose them. So that part's a pain if you're trying to adjust it during the shave. But I do get better shaves with it. The Razorock looks better. The Razorock feels better built, in my opinion. Overall, it seems like it would be a better razor. But for me, so far, and how it shaves, the OREN shaves better for me. Maybe it's just easier for me to find the angle, because I mean, it just kind of gives it to you. And just perfect. So where this is kind of rounded, kind of awkward, especially with the open comb teeth. Maybe I just need to use this more often, which I will. And that might change my opinion. But for right now, I think I'm picking the OREN. And they're both great razors. I'm happy I have both of them. This one might be a little bit cheaper unless you can get this on like a good sale. But yeah, overall both good artist style razors. I'm planning on keeping both of these at least. I'm definitely keeping this one for as long as I can. This one I'll keep for a while. I'll keep testing it. If I love it, I'm going to keep it. If I fall out of love with it, I'm going to have to move it on. Other stuff that I used was the I keep saying that, the Amber Aerolite. I keep saying that because I use the Phantom Aerolite a lot, especially on my head shaves. And the bowl was a Langley City Shave Shop shave bowl. Very good bowl. I like it. First time I used it, it wasn't my favorite, but you gotta get used to stuff. Alright, so any comments, questions, concerns, put them below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time.